Hello everyone and welcome. Crash here, this is RTA Motorsports. Let's make sure all the audio is working. It is. It looks like it is. All right, good deal. Let's get this going. All right. So everyone, if you're new to the channel, I'm Crash. This is RTA Motorsports. We're going to be doing some racing tonight. Well, not really any racing. We're going to be practicing for tomorrow's big race. We're going to be with Jesse in the BMW 120 Cup tomorrow morning. It's going to be starting at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And so yeah, it's going to be super early. I'm going to be up pretty much 5:30 getting the stream live. So if you guys are elsewhere in the world, or if you're on the East Coast and if you're on the West Coast and you're up that early, definitely feel free, and I'll appreciate it if you guys join in, help support us during the race. It's going to be a 2-hour race, mandatory team swap. So we're going to be doing that again. The last one that we did, we miscalculated our fuel usage, so we had to put in an extra time. And because of that, we didn't finish as good as we should have if we only had to pit once. But it was an extremely successful race. We did really well for our first team race. So me and Jesse are going to try to go at it again. Jesse's been practicing quite a bit, so I'm going to try to get on and practice and hopefully be somewhat competent at this track, because as we saw last time, it wasn't really necessarily who is really the fastest, it was who can last. And a lot of the teams that were overdriving kind of crashed out early, so hopefully we don't end up like that. So I do have chat up and it's working, so if you have any questions regarding iRacing, my setup, anything like that, definitely feel free to leave a comment. I'm going to jump into iRacing and start practicing as quick as we can. And yeah, we're going to have the full motion rig going, everything going. Let's see, where is it? Want to get all the software going so that way we could practice like we're going to be racing tomorrow. Get all that rolling. Make sure there's no issues with anything at all. Also, if you have any VR headset questions, definitely leave them in the comment box below. We do have quite a few headsets. I've tried many headsets, and we do have some that are actually on pre-order right now, including the Quest 2 and the HP Reverb G2. Let's see, so we got the relatives up, and all right, so that's gonna work out there. Go for Chucks, what's going on, man? How are you doing? All right, so it looks like we got some people in some sessions here. I definitely want to run with other people. Where is crew chief? For some reason, it's not on my... There we go.
Radio check. Radio check. You got me?
There we go. All right, so let's switch this over, make sure that... Oh, we got that view really blown up. Let me switch that back and let me view real quick. So hopefully everyone's doing well, having a great weekend. Let's see. There we go. And where is that? No. So I'm just going to transition this over. There we go. Kind of missing the that's okay. We'll leave that just like that. I think that's going to be just fine.
Fastest lap for Grooves on 27.93.
And yeah, I think we're good. I think we are ready to go. The map just showed up. I'm going to shut off the black box on here.
Matching car and track data found in Sim Experience database.
Oh,
Profile modified.
I do need to boost the audio though. That I do know.
New fastest lap for Barker on 21.56.
There we go. All right, so that looks pretty good there. Let's get on the track. Let's get going. Oh, you know what? Let me make sure the correct setup is running too. No, see, that's the baseline setup. And where is my setup? There we go.
That's a new fastest lap for Grooves on 20.35. Pit lane speed
All right, here we go.
is 72 kilometers per hour.
Let's make sure. All right, everything is going. Road Atlanta is pretty difficult in this opening part of the track. It's been taking me a while to wrap my head around. Even though I've raced here before, for some reason with this BMW, I'm having a little bit harder time than usual really getting my head around it. My fastest lap was like a 1:17.9 or something like that. I know Jesse was much faster. He became a lot more consistent at this track than I have been. I do feel pretty good right now. Practiced a little bit last night, but I was exhausted, absolutely exhausted. So we'll try it. A little bit faster through there.
Sector one time is good.
Not bad. All right, so far we're doing pretty good. Some understeer caught me there. This is probably going to be like a 1:19.
New quickest overall.
Oh, it was a 1:18.7. Good deal. Normally my first lap is in the 19s. There we go. We're doing pretty good. We're getting a nice rhythm. Not bad, not bad. See if we could get in the 17s. I really need to be consistently in the 17s. I'm glad so far we put 2 in the 18s. But if we could get like a 1:17.9 or something like that, that would be awesome. And we just lost a ton of time there. Thinking about the lap times that we need to get.
Sector 3 is 1.6 of the pace.
See, now that was a 1:19.5. Getting a little unsettled. There's not many places to pass here. That's kind of what's making me a little bit worried and a little concerned about tomorrow's race. It's going to be a lot of cars, a lot of teams. Yeah, we understeered there. Didn't brake enough, didn't come down in speed enough. But it's really going to make it a really hard race to pass in. These are bigger cars, so...
Sector 3 times okay. Your quickest overall. Sector 1's quick.
All right, good. So we might be on track to get down to 1:17.9 or something like that. So far, we got a pretty good rhythm. Not bad, not bad. There's only a few guys in here. It's kind of hard to go off their times.
1-2.
Almost.
VIOTEK off the pace in sector 1.
I really want to put up the lap time delta meter so that way we can see what we're doing each lap.
Sector 2 time is good. Sector 3 time is fast. Sector 1 time is okay.
Overbraked. So at the end of this lap, we're going to go back to the pits. I'm going to put on the lap delta. And this is definitely going to be like a 19, a high 119 or something like that. Yeah, 119.1.
Sector 3 is
Not as slow as I thought it was going to be,
off
but
the pace.
definitely felt slower. All right. So I don't have a, let's get the belts on. I don't have a setup for qualifying. I just have a general race setup right now. I kind of want to feel what this car is going to feel like when we're at full load of fuel. I don't think we're maxed out on fuel because we're going to need that. And then we'll just choose because we definitely don't want to run out of fuel like we did last time. But our limiting factor this time with these turns, definitely going to be the tires, no doubt. Usman, what's going on? Thank you so much. Thank you. Getting all ready and practiced up for the race tomorrow morning. Let's see. Let's go to options. Let me get the.
The guy behind has just done a 119.24.
All right. So far we still have the fastest lap time. Let me see. Network system steering. Lap delta. Optimum lap. Okay, we'll leave it there. And I did want to mess with the setup and put a full load of fuel in it. Let's see what this car feels like with a full load of fuel. And then I could use this as like a qualifying setup.
All clear on pit exit.
Are you playing Assetto Corsa Competizione or just normal Assetto Corsa? Either one are awesome titles, especially first Assetto Corsa with like the Soul mod and all those to bring up the graphical quality. Absolutely awesome. You can really get a lot out of that title if you add the mods to it. But Assetto Corsa Competizione is kind of like my second addiction besides iRacing. All right, we got a few people on track now, so that's cool. We get some more time to compare where we are.
Off the pace in sector 3. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Definitely does feel weird. Hey CJ, what's going on? Definitely feels heavier with a full tank of fuel. Glad I'm driving it with it like that because that would have caught me off guard yesterday. You know, I still haven't used Content Manager. I've seen people use it in person while I was at like someone else's rig, but I've never downloaded it, never used it myself.
Sector 3 is 0.29 off the pace.
Are you referring to my dash display on my wheelbase? This here? U-Spin? If so, this is a sim racing dashboard, and this is just an old cell phone of mine. And then this over here, I don't know if you can see it where that camera angle is. Oh! Ah.
16.00. Okay, Ray, we need to watch these track limits.
I completely blanked out there. This over here is from Sim Racing Studio. This is their tachometer with gear shift indicator over here on the right. All right, let's see if we could pick up this time a little bit. I was very wide through there. Definitely slower than the last lap would have been. Oh, I thought he was in the middle of the track. Yeah.
Sector 2 is 0.48 off the pace.
So we're going to be racing tomorrow morning at Road America. And this is Road America. In case you guys haven't raced there before.
Off the pace.
Gotta get used to slowing this puppy down. She's heavier. Someone ran a 2:15.9. Look at that.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. P2. Sector 1 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. Car on your right side. You're on the right.
I don't know what team this guy is, Alexander Honing, but he's definitely much faster than we are. He might be that team NASA Utah.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. The track temperature is increasing. It's now 35 Celsius. Currently 2.1 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.30 off the pace.
That turn-in is not... All right, I'm going to lower the fuel down a little bit. Greg D, yeah, Road Atlanta.
Track limits there.
Let's lower the fuel down to the original setup and let's see what we could do like as if we were qualifying. I'm going to put this as It's full tank. And there we go. I'm going to just kind of treat this one as a qualifying setup. Thing is, we don't, some of the services that we use for setups like VRS and whatnot, they don't have a setup for this race session. So we're all kind of stuck having to make our own setups or use an old setup and modify it for this race session, which is not ideal, but at least it'll get us around the track. So some people that have better access to setups or better knowledge on how to make them are going to fare a lot better. And then of course, you know, just better drivers in general, you know. Yeah, Usman, very basic things I can adjust, but normally it does not result in a better vehicle. Not at all. I know what certain things do, but I don't know how to make myself faster. Here we go. This would be like the first qualifying lap. Let's see what we can do. All right. I really want to get in the 17s. We got 118.046, so we're really close.
Fastest lap today. That puts you 1.7 seconds off the pace.
There we go. Boom.
Sector 3.
We're off. Yep.
Okay, Ray. To watch the track limits.
Mr. Mac, what's going on? I'm going to look one more time, being that the race is going to be starting tomorrow morning, see if maybe any of these services that I'm a part of have actually released any setups. It's kind of late in the game to be practicing with a new setup, but sometimes these professional setups are so good. All right. So this lap wasn't going to be good because we obviously made that mistake back there. Just hanging out, watching sim racing at midnight. There you go. Awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're tuning in. So yeah, we finally got into the 17s. Let's see, we got 117.441. So deep within the 117. So with practice or a better setup, we could probably even maybe get into the 16s. Let's see if we can have access to a better setup. Let me see if there's anything online. Thing is, some of these special events, there's just nothing really on there. Nope. Let's see if there's anything under here. Yeah, nothing yet. Let me check one more outlet that I know of.
The guy behind has just done a 118.73.
So, I mean, we're not completely, I have the second fastest lap time on here so far, so we're not completely out of it. I just don't really feel like I have a great setup, you know what I mean? Ooh. No. So I use VRS and I also use Pure Driving School for setups. Sometimes they don't always have the setup I'm looking for, either one. So that's kind of why I'm subscribed to both. Let's see. There we go. All right. Yeah, the big boy, the M8. The M8 GTE. That's what we're driving. Let me see if we have anything here. So nothing there. And let me check one more spot.
The guy in front has just done a 116.30.
Could have sworn there was a setup on one of these. Yeah, nothing yet. There's nothing yet. So we're just going to have to go with this older setup that we have, or the setup that we have access to at the moment. I don't know if it's older or what, but we're just going to have to keep rolling with it. It works. I just kind of feel like there's more out of that we could get out of the car. I kind of feel like I'm overdriving the setup a little bit. I don't know, maybe I just need to slow down a little bit. Let's give it a try. Yeah, it's definitely not a Miata. All right, let's see what we can do. So we got a 117.4. Let's see if we could match that or even do better. Stark Alarm, how you doing, man?
Exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
A lot of these guys seem really fast in comparison. Oh, what'd you order, Stark Alarm? He must have less wing. He's like pulling us in the straight. Welcome to the direct drive world, man. Yeah, we didn't get it into that apex enough. Oh, uh-oh. I might lower the rear wing a little bit, see if we can get a little bit more top end speed. Hey guys, also remember tomorrow morning, Pacific time, 6 a.m. USA Pacific time is when the race starts. I'm going to be starting the stream at 5:30 a.m. I'm going to be getting up, well, hopefully around that time, as long as I don't have any oversleeping issues. Oh no, we went off. All right, let me just go back to the...
You've got outside track limits there.
Yeah. Let me just go back to the pits. And let's lower that rear wing down. Let's see if we could get a little bit more top end speed.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
So Lyle, I actually did a review with the Oculus Rift S for sim racing. You might want to check it out on the channel. Again, it is an older review. It's when the Rift S just came out. So, you know, I did have some issues that have since been completely resolved from what I heard. So that's good. And it was in reference to like the screen flickering. That's been an issue that's been taken care of a long time ago. All right, let's see. Let's lower this wing down to 6 degrees. Let's give that a try. See what we could run now. You bought the SE2 Sport? What is the SE2 Sport? I don't know what direct drive wheel that is. You got me there, buddy. What's the SE2 Sport? I kind of feel like I should know what it is, but I don't.
Exit's clear, don't come across the white line.
Yeah, Oculus Rift S, I mean, it's a decent headset. Especially for sim racing, and I do like the Oculus software and its reprojection and how it works and how smooth it seems to work, especially for lighter systems, giving you the most frame rate possible when your computer, otherwise with other headsets like Windows Mixed Reality, would struggle to maintain certain frame rates. So I like Oculus for that reason, and I felt like the headset was comfortable and everything. I enjoyed it, except I experienced a lot of issues that early on adopters would experience, and that was screen flickering, but again, that was fixed through software updates over time, and I don't really hear anyone having those issues anymore, so. Oh, the SimuCube. Oh man. Yeah, that is a beast. I wish I still have not tried one, so I can't give my opinion on it, but from what I hear from everyone that has one, they are absolutely beastly wheelbases, man. You're gonna enjoy that one. The thing that I really like about these direct drives, they seem to last a really long time. You know, you spend a lot of money up front, but the durability seems to be there. We didn't get an off track, but man, that was messy. Yeah, I should have known what that was. Yeah, we lost a lot of time there. What rig do you have again, Stark Alarm? Andrew, how you doing, buddy?
4 seconds off the pace. 276. The leader has just done a 115.61. You're a second off the pace in sector 1.
Yeah, I feel like I need a boost to wing up again. Just working on the rig, nice. That's what I did on the last live stream that we did.
Sector 3 is 0.48 off the base.
Yeah, overdrove that. Went right off. What about Thrustmaster TX, Natsunachi, around 2 to 2.5? No. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, you got the Fanatec K2. That's a sturdy rig. I think that's the same one that Gamer Muscle uses. Am I right? Yeah, Lyle, I heard about that, or I seen a few videos come out with Logitech's new wheel kind of, you know, being shown as a review, but I honestly haven't watched it. I haven't paid much attention to it. I'm excited for the G2. I can't wait for the Reverb G2 to come out already. I've been, yeah. Shampooing your carpet? Getting ready, huh? All right, let's put this back up. Maybe let's add a little bit more rear wing. Let's see how that works. So what is he using now? Just like an 80-20 rig? Oh, all right.
It's clear.
So I don't know if you guys, I know CJ just asked about what about the 3080. If you're looking at the rasterization rendering that they are starting to release for reviews on, that show just normal game render that has nothing to do with ray tracing, the higher resolution panels like mine, even though mine's only a 1080 panel, but the amount of pixels that are represented on it is higher than a 16 by 9 1440. So I would see some increase in frame rate, right? But it's not enough for me to go with a 3080 from my 2080 Ti. They were really close in frame rate until you went 4K, and then if you threw 4K and ray tracing on top, then you really saw the big increases. So I'm not going to go after a 3080. I think I'm kind of stuck going after a 3090 or really a 3080 Ti if one's ever released, but that's probably not going to happen for like 6 months down the line. So that's kind of where I am right now. Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm stuck at the moment, is really just waiting for the 3090. I'll try to jump on it as soon as I can when they are released. And I'll try to get my hands on one of those. But I think that's really for rasterization, for normal game rendering. That's probably where I'm going to see the biggest frame rate uptick. And especially with the increase in memory and the faster memory bandwidth, being that I stream off the same computer that I'm running on, that's where we're really going to see good performance increases for my personal use. I can't keep it in that turn there. Really fast guys look like they could just nail that apex, like really just get it into the apex. My car is like sliding out, so I can't seem to even make that turn there. I'm kind of wondering if maybe the rear wing is a little too high. I don't know. So yeah, the 3080 is going to be a great combination if you're doing anything. 3080 is a beast of a CPU, and it is faster than a 2080 Ti, but if you have a 2080 Ti, I really don't think it's going to be a huge increase for you at all. And especially in my case, being that this is a 3840 by 1080 panel that we're using here, I am above a 1440p for total pixels rendered, but I'm below 4K, which is where you saw that really good increase in frame rate, because then the CPU doesn't have to try to keep up as much. It's more on the GPU, leveraging the GPU's performance at that point. I'm going to still be in that gap, you know, where I'm going to see an increase, you know, because it was like 1080p to 1080p 16:9 monitors, you're bottlenecked by the CPU at that point. But once you get higher up in the resolutions, then you can really leverage your GPU power. And I could see some frame rate increases if I've gone with the 38, but not enough to justify me spending that money. So I think if you have a 2080 Ti, I would say wait for maybe a 3080 Ti to be announced, or get the 3090, which is super expensive. In my boat, being that we use it for this, I'm going 3090. I don't have a choice at this point, but I think they did a great job with the 3080. I think it's a beast of a GPU. Just for us people that have a 2080 Ti, it's kind of like we're stuck. You know what I mean? And we're kind of being forced into the 3090s, or just wait and see what happens with the 3080 Ti if that's released anytime soon. It might not be for 6 months though. Norman Robinson, what's going on? Yeah, from the 2070 Super, that's a huge step up. The 3080 is going to be huge. Yeah, that's a big difference. Yeah. Stark Alarm, all right. And 100-mile-per-hour selfies. What about TS PC Racer? It is a slimmer body which works with your F1 setup. TS PC Racer. I think at the time when I first bought it, it was pretty expensive. Very robust. I love the wheel it came with. At the time, you couldn't buy that wheel separately. It only came with that wheelbase, and I love that wheel. The wheelbase itself, I felt like it was a little bit notchy, but it felt robust. I mean, it felt like it wasn't going to break. You know what I mean? And the force feedback was strong. I really think, and a lot of people told me I need to try it again, because I might have had a defective unit, because the notchiness was really strong on the one I tried. So I would be willing to definitely try it again and see if my opinion's any different, because it was really strong as far as feeling a gear mesh, and I know it's not a gear mesh wheel. But I know everyone that has one, a TSPC Racer, they absolutely love their wheelbase. And they've told me loud and clear in the comments of that video, you need to try it again. There's something wrong with that wheelbase that you tried, so. Yeah, it's belt driven, so I don't know why it felt so notchy to me. But, you know, if I ever get a chance to try another one, I'll update, do another video, but
Sector 1 is 1.1 off the base.
yeah, that, even the 3080 is a big car, but the 3090 is a beast. 3090, I'm gonna have to figure out
Sector 2
what
is
I'm gonna do with
9
one of
off
my,
the base.
I have a USB 3.0 add-on card, like a PCI Express USB 3.0 add-on card that I'm using for USB peripherals that I don't have room for. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna have to do, because if I do get a 3090, it's gonna be too tall. It's a 3-slot card.
Currently 3.1 off the pace. You're a second off the pace in sector 3.
I'm gonna have to do something else for those USB devices.
You're a second off in sector 1.
Well, I think that's awesome that you're still rocking that, and it still works for you. I mean, does it still work for you? That's kind of the question. You know, for me, I gotta do reviews, and I gotta kind of stay on top of it. And really, there's a lot of use cases that I do need a stronger system
Sector 3 is
for live streaming. But if your system is still working for you, then you really don't have to upgrade. You know what I mean?
sector 2 is 0.47 off the pace.
Yeah. It's not going to be a fast lap. All right, let me take this one seriously, like as if we're qualifying. I really want to see.
3.1 seconds off the latest pace. Sector 3 is 1.4 seconds.
We're carrying
off
out
the
too
pace.
wide. Hold on. Let's go back to the pits. Let me lower that rear wing a little bit more. I don't think we actually did lower it. I was mentioning I wanted to, but I didn't. Yeah, we're still at 8 degrees. We go 6.5. trying to see if we could get a decent like qualifying setup going here. We keep getting into the 18s, but not
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
steadily in the 117s, which is really where I want to be. I think maybe the brake bias might also have something to do with it. Maybe we moved it too far. I'm like starting to understeer a little bit. Yeah, let me also adjust the brake bias a little bit. I don't want to make the car too twitchy, but I think that might help us a little bit. Let's see, where's the brake bias? Just down just a little bit. It was way lower.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit.
Turned in way too late there, but this is the opening lap. This time ain't really going to count much for anything. All right. We just understeered straight.
Track limits. This lap will be deleted.
Yeah, I actually have Derek Spear design dash coming in. It's already listed as shipped, but I'm still waiting for him to actually ship it. I do have a tracking number, but I can't wait for it to come in. We're going to get the whole dash for the AccuForce. And that should enable us to do a lot of nice things and permanently put certain controls to the button box that we can count on in every sim that we're in.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
I was slower as well. Apparently my my Samsung Gear smartwatch thinks I'm cycling. My heart rate is currently 103.
pace. Everyone's lap time was at 1:18.35. Sector 1 is 0.4 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, exactly. This course is very difficult with a lot of tricky corners, and it's kind of hard to get a rhythm for, you know? A lot of things happening at this circuit, especially for a big car like this.
That was at 1:18.01. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
We lost some time there. Started to slide the rear end out a little bit. That started making the car feel a little uneasy there.
You're now 2.5 seconds off the pace.
We're back in the 17s. Nice. Just started getting a little bit loose through there.
Sector 1 is 1.2 off the pace.
My brake bias is a little bit low. A little bit low for me. I'm kind of using it though to get that turn in. But maybe if I go up to maybe
Sector 2 is
49, I
pace.
think we're down at 47.5.
That was at 1:18.40. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
A little bit faster than we've been through there. Definitely lost some time through there. Braked a little bit harder, a little bit earlier.
Time was 17.80.
Oh, caught a little bit of the grass. Let me bump up the, oh, just dropped my, I do have another mouse over here, but I dropped my mouse. Let's see if I can get this mouse a little bit closer. Ah, there we go. Just caught the grass just a little bit. All right, let's give that a shot. And so we started getting back in the 17s, which was nice. Last 2 laps there were in the 17s, so that worked out well for us.
Tactics clear, push.
Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. Lost some time through there.
Sector 1 is 2.1 seconds off the pace.
Let's see if we can get back in the,
0.5 off the pace.
really want to get lower into the 16s now. Just kind of hoping I would already be pushing that time by now, but we're still breaking into the 117s. Let's see.
Sector 3 is 1.7 off the pace.
Oh, that wasn't clean at all. Overthinking it.
Sector 1 is 1.7 seconds off the pace. 3 is 0.8 off the pace. Second off the pace in sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.43 off the pace. Track temps increasing. It's now 37 Celsius.
Oh no, we ruined this lap here. I don't know, I just started blanking out right there. Gonna have to do that again.
That puts you 2.9 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.5 off the pace.
Oh man, lost it there. Oh, forgot my mouse is gone. All right, last qualifying. Whew. Last qualifying simulation here. Let's see what we can do, and then.
All clear. Push now. Just been handed a stop-go penalty.
Just went 2 miles per hour above that pit speed limit just before that cone. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can tie it all together because we are making some headway here.
The pit exit's clear.
I'm gonna let Jeffrey Baker go because I want to warm up these tires. Let's treat this like it's an actual qualifying. I don't want to get in his way. Oh, wow. Come on, Crash. Focus. All right, so the way that you guys haven't raced iRacing, I know most of you have, but anyone that hasn't, qualifying gives you one lap to warm up your tires and then 2 laps for qualifying in most race sessions. We're going to simulate that right now. This would be the first timed lap.
Sector 1 1.7 off the pace.
Okay, so that'll be a 17.8. Let's just say if we were qualifying, that's kind of what I would qualify with. Let's really lower that fuel load down and try this one more time. Maybe just more of an aggressive. It's going to change the dynamics of the vehicle completely. Let's pretend we're really qualifying. Only need probably about. See what this feels like.
It is clear. Push now.
So this would again be that warm-up parade lap, and then we're going to do 2 laps to simulate qualifying and see what happens. Oh. Yeah, that felt different. That felt different. Definitely locked up the brakes a lot easier. We got an off track.
Track limits. Please right.
Come on, come on. really lose a lot of time at that turn. A whole heck of a lot of time.
Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I'm gonna do one more. Even though that wouldn't be...
That lap time was 17.56.
Oh, that was actually a pretty good time. All right, not a bad time. I do wanna reset that. I know I keep saying this is gonna be the last one, but now I'm getting close. It looks like we hit a lap time of... We hit a lap time of 17.369. When did we hit that? I think it was much earlier. Nope, actually, it was my second to fastest lap time. It was a 17.369. Then my last lap was a 17.562. So I think lowering the fuel, what we did, is actually going to help us for qualifying and really try to nail that lap time that we need for a good qualifying lap.
All clear on pit exit, you can push now.
It's not as fast as the other guys, obviously, but I think we could make it work for us and maybe our split. Who knows? Here we go. This would be the first time lap.
Sector 1 is 0.2 seconds off the pace.
You know, I feel like I'm actually moving pretty good on this lap, but that delta is telling me otherwise. For the most part, yeah. It's mainly all I do on it. Ah, we ruined this lap. So we got one more to try. Yeah, that's all I do is just sim racing pretty much. It's kind of my passion. I do a lot of VR stuff on my Quest.
Currently 3.1 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.2 off the pace. Alright, Ray, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. This session down to 2.0 seconds off the pace. That looked like a bad. Are you okay?
That was a 17.405. You know, not bad. I think I'm going to take it. I think that's kind of where we're probably going to be at in the morning. Maybe the track state's going to be a little bit different. Maybe it's going to be in our favor. I'm not really sure with this setup. Thanks, man. CJ, thank you so much. If any of you guys are up early enough, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is when the race starts. It's going to be a 2-hour race. Me and Jesse, it's a team's race, so I'm going to start off the race, start off the qualifying, and then halfway through the race, we're going to switch drivers, and then Jesse's going to take over and finish the race. It's kind of a once in a few months sort of deal, so this race doesn't come up very often. This is the BMW 120 Cup. Definitely check it out in the morning. Give us some support in the morning if you can, and hope to see a bunch of you there. Everyone, I'm Crash. This is RTA Motorsports. Have a great day. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Be happy. And hope to see you in the morning. Bye.